Welcome to Raw Moms Running on Coffee. Yeah. Okay, so first and foremost, our names. I'm Olinka.
And I'm Alma.
And we are mamas running on
we
coffee. So, we created this show and we did our intro last week. So, if you missed it, you can definitely check that show out. We talk about who we are and why we're doing this. So first and foremost, we want to say that we do have some notes. So if you see us looking at the notes, it's not because we're not being raw. We had to write the notes because
that way we don't get out of,
we like to talk, and then we could do this for 30 minutes and just chat.
Oh, yeah.
And then also, besides that, we have mom brain, and we'll probably forget things that we want to tell you.
Exactly.
So we had to write those down. Yes. So. Okay, so we're going to start, first of all, and foremost, with what we're drinking. And, of course, our kids are always here.
Mm-hmm. You can hear them in the background.
¿Se cayó Lucas? Okay.
This is real life of two moms. With toddlers.
Okay. So what are we drinking today? Because we're always drinking a coffee. Yeah, you see?
That's why we have coffee.
Okay, ¿qué pasó? ¿Agarra el camión?
Oye, dale un pedacito, por favor.
Gracias.
Acuérdate que compartimos. ¿Te acuerdas?
This is your life.
Qué padre.
This is the truth. I am drinking Starbucks light brew.
Pero no se lo metan a la
blonde
boca, ¿okay?
roasted, so it doesn't leave me like, because.
I didn't know that the blonde roasted was lighter.
Yeah, it is. It's good. Yeah. So I'm
Good
drinking
to know.
that.
I learned something.
Yes. And I drink it with almond milk, and then I add like almond. No, this time I use coconut sweetener. Yeah, coconut milk sweetener. So yes, that's what I do, because I try not to do dairy, because I can't do dairy anymore. I use it in my coffee.
Same here. I can't.
Doesn't taste good. So
I'm drinking Starbucks, but I have half decaf and half the pumpkin spice blend. It's pretty good. So Starbucks came out with their own bag, Doesn't taste the same as the pumpkin spice latte they give you there at the store, but it's good. And I also have it with almond milk because I can't do dairy either. And then I have a little bit of sweetener from Starbucks because we do buy at home our sweetener from Starbucks. Okay. That big bottle. That way we don't have to do Starbucks run every day because,
it gets
expensive. So, but cheers to Starbucks coffee.
Yes, that's our coffee for today. All right, so today our topic is self-care.
Self-care.
Oh, wait, before we start with our topic, we have a challenge. Alma posted it earlier on Raw Moms. So, our challenge, do you want to tell them, Alma, what our challenge is?
The challenge for, it'll actually be a 7-day challenge that we're doing. We are going to do it ourselves, and of course, you're more than welcome to do it with us. So we pick 7 different things that we want to do as far as self-care. So we pick one per day, depending on which we're feeling or accommodates to our schedule, because as you know, with the toddlers, sometimes we can do more than other days. So we're going to be doing one per day, and we're going to talk about it on the next episode. To let you guys know
how it went,
and the difference between before we did it and the difference after doing it. And we're actually going to start today, right?
Yes, today is when we start. So you may be wondering, okay, why self-care? Why is self-care important? First of all, some of you may be saying, what the heck is self-care, right?
Yes.
So self-care doesn't have to be complicated, but it definitely needs to be done as moms. Because I don't know if you've ever been in an airplane, but when you're in an airplane, this is the best analogy that I've ever heard about self-care. They tell you, if something happens in the plane, you need to put your oxygen mask on first before putting it on a child. The first time I heard that, I was like, what? That's the most selfish thing in the world. Like, who does that? Who's going to put their oxygen mask on first before putting it on a child? But then I learned that if you don't have your oxygen mask on first, something can happen to you. You can run out of oxygen. And then how will you take care of that child?
Exactly.
Who demands a lot. Oh, besito. Mwah. So we need to make sure that we are putting our oxygen mask on first. We cannot run on empty. Because how can you give from an empty cup? You just can't. It's impossible. Eventually you will suffer consequences. Mm-hmm. And I've mentioned before that I am a therapist, and I've seen this with my clients, and I've said this too. To all my mom clients suffer from burnout. I mean, extremely, all the time, and that's like the biggest problem, burnout. And even with our friends, when we talk to them, so many are burnout. They don't have time to self-care, and so I think it's one of the most crucial things that we address this
I'm gonna take
subject.
my place.
Address this subject, and that we actually start doing something about it. So we're each going to talk a little bit about our experience with self-care and the difference of how our life looks with self-care and without self-care. Alma, do you want to talk about your experience with self-care?
Sure. And I want to say one of the things that I'm very thankful when I became friends with Anika was she's really big on self-care. And I had never heard of the term self-care. So I was like, what in the world is she talking about? Because, we became Facebook friends, and then eventually we became like the close friends that we are now. But I would see it, and I would, ask like what in the world she's talking about until she posted one time what self-care was. And so I realized I had been doing the things, I just didn't realize there was a term for it. So and most moms think it's actually more complicated than it is. And I would take at least 5 minutes to me. Sometimes it does involve waking up earlier or going to bed later than the kids, in order to have just some me time. That's what I would call it as well. It's kind of like me time. Time to just relax. And the way I do it, like I said, I wake up a little bit earlier. And sometimes I exercise, or sometimes it's just time to get in the shower. Like the other day, I messaged her. It was 12:30 at night.
She's like, I just showered.
Yeah. I was like, hey, I finally had a chance to shower. So I did, and I took the chance, and that way I can actually shower, like not just like tiptoe my toes and then just go. So that's my experience with self-care. It's just taking at least 5 minutes out of my day to breathe, especially now with my toddler. She talks a lot, which, it's healthy, but she does. She asks a lot. She's in the why stage, so for everything it's why. And before my self-care, I used to do personal development. I used to listen to a book in the car, but it's not possible anymore because she requires a lot of attention. She likes to talk, and one of the reasons why I want to stay home is because I want to be attentive to her. That's why I'm home, because I really want to be there for her. And so I can't do the listening to the book anymore. That's what I am. This is our life every day.
Do you notice a difference when you don't take time to self-care? Do you notice a difference in you?
Oh, I do. Like the other day that I was telling you, I think it was on Saturday, because I do get burned out, with the kid that's always talking, and then I have a newborn, so I'm breastfeeding constantly, and they always require attention. And like on Saturday, we went to your dad's party, and just the simple fact that Almitita, my oldest, she was playing, and I was talking to Olinka, to her husband, and I was talking to everybody around. And to me, that was part of self-care, because I was talking to friends, and I was just having a relaxed time. And I did notice a difference from earlier that day that I was frustrated. After that, we went home, and I was more interactive with Almitita. I was more there. I was more present. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I become more present as a mom when I have self-care, when I practice it.
I have to completely agree with that. Like, if I don't take care of myself, if I don't get enough sleep, if I do not, let's say I go to my job, and then on the way to picking up Lucas, if I don't stop at the gym sometimes to just run a quick mile, it takes 10 minutes for me to do that. Just do a mile and then go home. I notice that maybe I don't have as much energy. So if I am not maybe taking 10 minutes to myself in the morning, putting on my makeup, I love makeup, just being in the restroom by myself for 15 minutes and putting on my makeup and doing, even if it's just a chongo, things like that. Those things are so important. And then I have more patience for Lucas, and I'm more present, and I enjoy everything that I need to be doing with him more if I'm taking care of myself. Ay, sí, que chistosos. But when I don't take care of myself, when I neglect my needs, it's so much harder to meet his because I'm exhausted and I feel, man, like, how can I meet his needs when mine are not being taken care of? Like when he has days like this and he's just not having it, oh my gosh, it is so hard. I'm gonna put him in his little like table.
Ve a comer también tú. They like snacking all day.
They do.
All day they love snacking.
And so it can get challenging to take care of yourself, and we get it. But it is possible, ladies. I honestly do say this wholeheartedly. It is possible to take care of yourself, and just even if it takes a little extra effort, but prioritizing is important, and telling yourself that you need to be first. Like you need to take care of your needs. People tell me I don't have the time. Sometimes it's just that we're not making it. Sometimes it's just that we're deciding not to, and we're giving, but you will run on empty, and you won't be as effective.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not effective when I'm not taking care of myself, and I know that wholeheartedly. I truly believe that by putting myself first, I'm being a better mom.
Yes.
I have more patience. I'm in a better mood. I can chase him when we're in the park. I mean, I'm just more wholesome, and I'm doing well. So by doing well for me, I'm doing well for my child.
Exactly. Yeah, because a lot of moms, they feel mom guilt. I feel because they say, how am I gonna, like this 5-10 minutes that I have, that you're asking me, not asking me, but you're telling me or recommending me to do, I could spend with your child. But the thing is, yes, you could spend those 10 minutes with your child, but are you present? Like, you're there physically, but are you present? So taking 10 minutes, like, it doesn't even have to be a lot. 10 simple minutes, 5 minutes out of your day to take care of you as a person, as a woman, it's going to guarantee you to be more present. And look at her, she's all smiles. It's guaranteed, can't talk. Guarantee you to be more present. So there's a difference between being with your child 10 extra minutes than being present. So instead of losing those 10 minutes, you're
quality, not quantity.
Exactly.
Remember, it's about quality.
Exactly.
Quality parenting. You know, that's what I think. I think it's all about the quality, because you can be there and be like, I just don't feel good. Like, let's be honest. You know, I seriously think that at the end of the day is how we have a lot to offer. But how the heck are we going to offer it if we're not giving ourselves our needs? Like, seriously. Even like water. Like, are you drinking enough water? That's a big thing, ladies. A lot of you aren't drinking water and you're fatigued because you're dehydrated. That's huge. That is huge.
And you know what? Our kids feel it too. I've noticed. When when I have my 5-10 minutes and I'm well and I'm more put together, because I don't want to say put together because I'm not always put together.
That never happens.
Together. Then I notice my almitita, and I'm just saying her because she's the only one that talks right now.
They feel her emotions.
I can see that she feels it, and she knows mom's present, and she gets really excited. She does.
Yeah. And they mirror us, you know, like we have that, us as human beings, like we have the power to have others mirror our behavior. And children, I mean, they're so, just vulnerable and susceptible, and they will mirror that behavior. So
and you know what? Another thing that I love about self-care or pampering yourself, whatever you want to call it, is that they're going to imitate later what we do. So if you as a person take those minutes out of your day to take care of you, they're going to see, oh, it's okay. Because as Brené Brown says in her book, they learn more of what you do than what you tell them.
Yeah. So, we're giving them permission to take care of themselves.
Exactly.
We're giving them permission to love themselves. And they deserve that. We want our children to have that. But they won't if we don't teach them that. So that is why we came up with the challenge. What? Actually, wait. It is a challenge, but we did not come up with it. Like the things. Like we read it in an article. Not taking credit for that. But we did come up with doing this as a challenge for doing this one thing per day. So it starts today. So take out your notebook and a pen. Okay, so let's start. Challenge number 1. You journal for 10 minutes. That's right. at the end of the day, or if you wanted to do it during lunchtime, you journal for 10 minutes. You let it all out. You just spill your guts during those 10 minutes.
Just write. You don't even have to read it. You can just write. Let the pen go.
Let it go. And then that's it. It's out of your body, out of your system. Woo! That's challenge number 1, okay? So write them down because it's 7 challenges, 1 per day. The other one is to turn up uplifting music.
Oh, yeah.
And let your soul dance.
Ding, ding.
Woo! Come on. Let it out. So that's number 2. For me, that's going to be my Zumba music. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
And then number 3 is breathe. My son will love song. Number 3 is going to be to write a sweet note to yourself. That's right. A nice little thank you card of how awesome you are. This is our life. Ahorita te va a dar tu mamá tu agua. Sí.
Me dijo, no te estoy hablando a ti, le estoy hablando a María.
Ay, ¿qué pasó? Ay, Lucas tiró el agua. Sí, fue un accidente. Ok, no tires el agua, ¿ok? Gracias. So the third is writing a sweet note to yourself. Yes, you read that right. To yourself. Thank you very much. To yourself. 4 is going to be to make yourself a nice drink. It can be a piña colada. It can be a nice coffee. It can be a margarita.
Wine can count.
It can be a wine. It can be a virgin mojito. Whatever it is that you want.
Ooh, mojito sounds good.
Just a nice drink. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Yes. But, and then that's already 4. Number 5 is to schedule 30 minutes or an hour, preferably an hour, but we know that's hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes with a friend.
That's a fun one.
I know. Just like, I did that this morning, by the way. It was awesome. Like, hey, Dr. H, we had a blast. It was a nice brunch. We were there for 2.5 hours. And that was amazing. Seriously, I came back renewed. Sí, come pecho, pero gracias por compartir. So yes, that was 5. Number 6, color the adult coloring books.
Oh, yes.
Woo.
Those are really fun. I have one. And even if you can't find the adult, just grab one. If you have toddlers at home, you know they have one.
Yes.
You can go to the dollar store and they have them, and they're pretty.
Yes, yeah. So, like, and even if you're telling me, okay, I really don't have time to do that, fine. Take out a blank piece of paper and get some markers and just color. All right? Just let it out. Get your artsy side out. Connect with your right side of the brain.
Oh, yes.
And then the last one.
Gracias.
Woo! Go on a social media kindness spree for 10 minutes. So you can either choose like 5 people or just time yourself for 10 minutes or whatever it is that you want and write nice things to them, whether it is in a private message, spread the love, or their post, just letting that love out. It's uplifting and it's going to make you feel good. Mm-hmm. So it's 1 per day. So we're starting today. You can pick and choose what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't have to do it in an order. Whatever works for you according to your day, your schedule. Hey, if you're having a rough Thursday, you want to start with a drink, no judging zone here.
Whatever it is that works for you. Yes. So do that. And we will meet next week. Oh, exciting. And then talk about how it went and how you're feeling and if it impacted you and how it impacted you. We really hope that you take on the challenge and you do it with us. So exciting.
And please leave in the comment section here if you're doing the challenge, how you're feeling. And, you're more than welcome to let us know.
Yes.
We'll be reading it.
Yes.
And then we'll be talking about it.
Talking about it next week.
Yes.
And then we just want to thank you all for watching us. For the next 20 subscribers, right? It's 20, right?
20
subscribers. You're going to be entered into a drawing where you can win a prize. So exciting. Actually, is it 1 subscriber or 3 subscribers? What did we decide? That it was, I don't remember. I remember the post. Do you remember?
20 subscribers, and we have it on Facebook. You can share that post, tag a friend, and then for the first 20 to subscribe.
The first 20 to subscribe, you'll be entered into the drawing.
Woo! It's a fun prize. We promise.
Yes. And just to close our show, we just want to share a raw moment of the week that we each one had.
¿Qué pasó?
So I know Alma had a couple raw moments and she wants to share one, and I also want to share one. Do you want to go first or I go first?
You can go ahead.
You want to go first?
¿Qué pasa, mi amor?
So I had a raw moment on Tuesday night, and this is my raw moment that I'm going to share with y'all because sí, la barra ya no hay, pero mira y esto. My husband was off on Tuesday because he was on call during the weekend. And you know, we have different schedules. We wanted to spend time together. We were looking forward to having dinner by ourselves and watching a movie. We saw Wonder Woman, which was amazing. He got it for me because he's like such a feminist. It's so good.
I want to watch it.
And we had this night planned out. Lucas did not go to sleep. He goes to sleep like at 8:39. It was midnight and he was still awake. He would not go to sleep. It was really hard. So we didn't have the night we wanted. And then at the end, we watched the movie, but we stayed awake like 2 a.m. So we were sad because we really wanted that. And it's hard to get that time in as a marriage. So that was a raw moment because that's what you want, but it just didn't happen. But we watched the movie, but we were so like exhausted. It was like, whatever. I know it wasn't the date night we were like expecting, but that was my raw moment that I wanted to share. The struggle.
It's funny. It's the same day I showered late, right?
Oh yeah. You were like, I just showered.
She's like, I can't sleep.
I was like, my son just went to sleep.
Like, yeah, I'm tired, but he's not.
He's not.
Here we are watching a movie. All these toddlers. You never know what's coming. Like, you never know how your day's gonna be.
No. What about your raw moment, Alma?
My raw moment. So, as we talked before about presents and Christmas, and we are both doing the same of our kids donating toys. It's a nice cause. So I was explaining to Almitita what we're gonna be doing, and she was, all kids, they're kind of hesitant, but then she's like, okay, Mom, I'm gonna give my toys away, and she has names for all her dolls, for all of her Barbies. So she started naming one by one, and she said, I'm gonna give them away to a little girl so that she can play with her mom. So, a little girl that doesn't have toys so that she, because I play with her with the Barbies. And I broke down. I cried. And she's like, Mom, why are you sad? Because I'm very open with my daughter. I cry. She knows how I'm feeling, so that she can be in touch with her feelings. So, to me, it was a very raw moment. It was connecting with her. It was letting her see who I was, and I explained to her that I wasn't crying because I was sad, but because I'm happy, that she wants to share in the kindness of her heart. So that was my moment of the week. It really hit me
because you're such a badass mom and you're kicking
butt.
It's you're kicking butt, and like that kindness is being shown right there by your daughter.
Exactly. So that was, Vente a sentar conmigo. She wants to hug her sister. Vente.
It's like they could live attached to us.
Yes. Yes. They're, well, now I can go to the restroom by myself. It's like, wow.
Ooh, that's going to be nice.
Now I have to be like, what are you doing? Which I don't know what's better. I don't know which is worst. I really don't.
Well, we just wanted to share those raw moments with you. And we're going to be doing this weekly. We're going to pick a moment for a week and share it.
Yes.
Because we think it's important.
And let us know, what was your raw moment of the week? We would love to hear what raw moment you had or are having. Maybe as you're watching this, you're having a moment. I don't know. Yeah. So share it with us. We would love to hear from you. And also remember that if you want us to cover something, if you
let us know. Mm-hmm. Let us know what you want to talk about. We did get together and we already have some topics, but man, we want to know, what do you want us to cover? And gracias. And no, you can't drink this. That would be great. Seriously.
Yeah, like you were saying, how videos like this help you. So
yes, motherhood can be very lonely, and we just want to make it less lonely. That's our goal. That's it. Less lonely.
We want to empower you. We want to be there for you. So
let
us know. Let us know if there's something that you're like, you know what, I feel alone in this. Put it on here, and we'll talk about it, because you never know. Maybe other moms are going through what you're going through. Even if we are not, or we didn't, or
that's important.
You'll get to meet other mamas that do.
Yes. So we have a quote to end the show. We're always going to have a quote.
Love the quote. Okay, so the quote of this episode is self-compassion is simply giving the same kindness to ourselves that we would give to others. By Christopher Garner.
One of the hardest things to do, huh? Because we give mercy and compassion and grace to others, but we don't give it to ourselves. But we need to start doing that because you know what, ladies? We're mamas and we have little people watching everything we do.
And
we
you
deserve
matter. You
Yes.
matter too.
You matter. That's right. You are important.
And just remember, you're a great mom. You're doing a great job.
Yes.
Give yourself some grace. I know it's hard, but give yourself some grace.
Yes. Please
And-
give yourself some grace. It really does go a long way. Gosh, I think that's changed my life as a mom because the guilt is so there all the time.
Oh,
But
gracias.
grace helps a lot. So.
It does. So,
All right, ladies. Thank you for watching us.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and then there's a little bell there that gives you notification. Make sure you click on that so that you know when our next episode is coming up.
Yes.
All right.
Woo! Oh, he really wants that coffee. All right. Bye.
Bye, ladies.